BONE ShibaSwap is a crypto I'm about to review for you right here with way too much honesty. I'm going to tell you the exact truth because almost everybody else in crypto is BSing you, has not been in this very long, and has no idea what they're talking about. I've been in this 9 years, and I've made a profit every year except my first year in crypto. I'm very good at picking winners, very good at identifying losers, and here's a hint, almost every altcoin's a loser. And yet, I hope every time I review a coin that I've found another winner. So I'm going to do in real time a review, as I know almost nothing about BONE ShibaSwap except that it's a part of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. So that's all I know going in, and I'm hoping this will be a good template for you to see how to do your own research. And maybe I've done enough research so that you don't need to do any more. And if I like a crypto I review, I do at least 10 times as much research, because it's just like dating. It can be easy to get rid of somebody before you know them and have done anything. But as soon as you get in there, it can be much more difficult and complicated. So let's look at BONE ShibaSwap on CoinMarketCap, and I'll give, these are my real reactions to looking at it for the first time. So right now, this is a top nearly 100 crypto. If you filter out stable coins, it would be a top 100 crypto. Volume's garbage on it. It's out of the top 200 in garbage in volume, so that's not so good. Now, it says the fully diluted and the max supply. The circulating supply looks good. If we look at the whole chart, it's not a complete pump and dump like almost everything else is, which is off to a decent start, $3. It has been out during the last bull market, though, so it's less likely to be that hot new thing that gets way speculated. These are, see how fast we go through these first impressions? Now, let's scroll down here. It is down 97% from its all-time high, which must have been immediately when it launched and possibly before it even got put on CoinMarketCap. Sad for all the naive crypto investors that got ripped off buying this that high, but that's crypto. Almost every altcoin you buy is going to cost you money, especially in a bull market. Oh boy, it's an ERC20 token. I mean, I had a feeling, but I hoped it wasn't, because I personally do not invest at all in the Ethereum ecosystem. People have been ripped off more in the Ethereum ecosystem than anywhere else in crypto. ERC20 tokens are some of the very worst investments because of gas fees and because they usually have no real long-term value or utility. That said, occasionally there's a big surprise and I'd like to know about it. So we attempt to avoid contempt prior to investigation. Now, 91,000 holders on this is, if we whip our calculator out here, we can find the value per holder real quick. So 253,003 will just be fully diluted, fully exact, divide by the real numbers, no rounding. 2,000 something dollars per holder, probably overvalued based on that amount of holders. However, I see a lot worse out of most altcoins. So let's take a look at the token holders chart. This will often tell you what a pile of dump the altcoin you're looking at is quickly. This 72% of the top 500 holders have 72% of all of the tokens. The top 10 have 37%. Comparison, Bitcoin, the top holder has 2%, whereas the top holder in this has 10%, and that's why I love Bitcoin. So if you're going to look at an altcoin, you should compare it to Bitcoin. So if you look at the top 100 Bitcoin addresses, they own 18%, and that represents billions of dollars in the top 100 Bitcoin addresses. Top 100 on this, 59%. So by comparison, fairly centralized pile of crap, but compared to other altcoins, not nearly as centralized as a lot of the other ones are. Still, the top 500 holding this much means you're almost certain to get dumped on whenever the price pumps, which means the price pump potential is generally going to be greatly limited, because you both have quantity of holders that can dump and a relatively small amount of holders that can kill it all by itself. So I generally do not invest in anything with these kinds of metrics, and that's why most of my money goes into Bitcoin, because there's just so much limited potential when you've got a small amount of wallets that hold the majority of the supply.